Most investors have too much money in the stock market and not enough alternatives. So we are an entry point to diversify into real estate passively without having to do the work yourself and deal with tenants and toilets. So.
Today, we're going to talk about using accelerated depreciation as part of a tax strategy. So talk to me a little bit about who your ideal client is, how you're helping them these days. Somebody calls you up tomorrow, what happens?
So we have two vehicles for investment. We have one fund that is diversified, and Fund One, which closed last year, was in 30 different individual syndications. And our whole thesis on the business is most investors, most investors have too much money in the stock market and not enough alternatives. So we are an entry point to diversify into real estate passively without having to do the work yourself and deal with tenants and toilets. So most of our investors are accredited because we're a 506c, and our pitch is that if you're going to make your first syndication investment, do you want to pick one deal in one market, or do you want the diversification of multiple deals so that if there's a hurricane in Florida, you're not wiped out without cash flow? If there's a deep freeze in Texas, you've got other properties to balance the portfolio. And that's our core offering. And what comes along with that is a pretty significant K1 loss from the first year accelerated depreciation. I've had way too many discussions with high earners that own REITs, and a REIT, when you're at the top tax bracket, is still taxed at 29. I believe it ends up 29.6%. Whereas the same investor, if they took that money into a private syndication, would have probably 5 years of tax deferred income. Even if they cannot use all the depreciation because of an active W-2 job, they could at least earn the cash flow tax deferred, as opposed to the REIT, which charges 29.6%.